abusuafo ne adɔfo high for 1G sɛ sɛ wɔn subscribe and bɔmmɔden a subscribe ɔso nsaka bia no like ahyɛ ma onua so yɛde ɛnyɛ bi eti ɔno so keep updated yɛn sɛ brain fee ne chim ne yɛn ka de wɔn nkyɛn ɛnra ɛne yɛn hu sɛ ɛyɛ A.Dompreh akɔgyina Ablekuma North ana kyerɛ sɛ n'anum na ɛkeka no wɔ titi ɔkasa sɛ deɛ ɔne president ɔkasa sɛ deɛ ɔne yɛ I don't know. See, we are under autocratic leadership there. We don't know. You people are not more power no. When to man kasa say, now I call position and ultimately to me kasa say. So no, Ghana no ma fine say, easy po on po. A man 1 week pay. So on declare any PP candidate in the winner. Meanwhile, 64 polling stations. I'm pinch it no. The MPP 4 day, but I'm saying scan a sheet. I'm going for original one in Brazil. I'm so money be. So with this illegality, what's the encoso? What threaten a EC, are threatening IGP, are threatening NDC4. Now, cyber information about say national securities fund they have been ordered. As you pick coffee boy can say, Omunkochi a A.Dompreh immediately. Because the oil is a threat to the air national security and Ghana as a whole. My envy said the ye ni a leadership of Ghana no do be a penoye. I know that Chenya. I know A.Dompreh or Casasano. Formation by say Couṛt means Couṛt chasing day in day out to save him. More chasing some bit my 7 because formation you could see from Aṛṛeṣt tanko just or can NDC4 election team no just say Marco Couṛt just a Couṛt in say demand that NDC4 a demand on survey a year A.Dompreh because Aṛṛeṣt tanko in some can just say even A.Dompreh sit note or is no illegal and they are going to take him from parliament. Just saying, yes, I'm going to
Alfred, let me say good evening to you and your cherished viewers, and then your crew. Alfred, you see, when a fugitive comes out to utter certain words that has a tendency of disturbing the security of the state, the only logical thing in such an outburst is for the national security, the NIB, which used to be called BNI, plus the police service, IGP, should go and arrest this fugitive.
Why are you describing me as a fugitive? Really? Why is that?
There is a case against him at Couṛt High Court where they are looking for him to serve him, and he's dodging, he's evading service.
Well, but I mean, you are just mentioning it, and so if you describe him as a fugitive, I mean, I want you to address the issue, really.
Our lawyers had to go and look for a substituted service, filed for substituted service, and it was granted. Now the next sitting he is going to look for, you know that the seat he's sitting is illegal. He has illegally acquired the seat.
Why do you say it's illegally acquired?
The seat illegally, he thinks that he can continue that kind of illegality perpetrated against the good people of Nsawano Atojiri. He wants to bring that rubbish.
If you say he's acquired the seat illegally, how do you mean? Because the Electoral Commission declared him as MP-elect.
That is why we are contesting it in court. His seat is under contention because they use fake pink sheets to declare him.
Well, but that's why you are in court, isn't it? So until the court declares otherwise, you cannot say he illegally acquired the seat, isn't it?
Alfred, and that's why I'm describing him as a fugitive, because he has been evading service for the past 1 month. He's using the parliamentary immunity to run away from service. Now let's come home. He's making some derogatory statement against the NDC as a political party and daring the security. Look, we want to separate the government of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama from us, and we'll deal with him accordingly as a party. Let me tell him, if he thinks that this is the path they want to go, we are ready for them. We will protect every single member of NDC. Now that we have seen their inner colors, because they did similar thing at Ayewasu West Wagon. and did similar thing in 2020 and killed our people. Now he's coming out publicly to dare us that they will beat up NDC members. Look, let me tell A.Dompreh, and I'm telling the national security, if they don't arrest this man for threatening the security of the state, if anything happened, they shouldn't blame NDC as a party. Because we are going to face him squarely. We are not going to allow this.
But he says that you've been preventing the Electoral Commission from doing its work. And he also directs that particular call to the IGP as well, because he says that the IGP is being a bit lackadaisical and using clandestine means to delay the coalition process to eventually declare their candidate as MP-elect for Ablekuma North. That's his position on this matter. So why do you say this?
Alfred, our last IPAC meeting, which I represented the NDC, A.Dompreh was when he needed to be found in that meeting. We took a decision. The minutes are there. If they think I'm lying, they should go and request for the minutes of IPAC, the last IPAC meeting on Ablekuma North. We took a decision that the 62 polling stations, none of them, look, the NPP didn't have pink sheets. Electoral Commission agreed they didn't have. We also said because of the vandalism, we also lost our pink sheets, the 62. So the decision was that NPP said they have scanned copies. And we told them we're not going to have scanned copies. Because I can sit behind my laptop and design pink sheets and put figures for the say scanned copies. Who does that? Our electoral system is a manual system. And we operate, say, throughout. So if you are bringing scanned copies, we are not going to accept it. Little did we know that they were collaborating with some crooked electoral officers. And thankfully, when they brought those things, you saw that their own presiding officers disagree with some of the pink sheets they brought out there. And you, NDC, we should fold our arms and allow this crooked activity to be used to declare somebody winner. They know what they did. That's why A.Dompreh is ranting like some
well, he says that if the Electoral Commission doesn't declare their candidate winner, that's all they're expecting. That's in his view and the position as espoused that the NPP is expecting none other than Couṛt, their candidate, to be declared as MP-elect for Ablekuma North. You heard him there in the video we just played to you.
Alfred, over our dead body will allow this kind of illegality to be perpetrated on the people of Ablekuma North. Look, a Rabner won the scene fairly. It's just because of this vandalism and other things that occurred at that place. And I'm saying that if they want us to go to the veracity of the 62 polling stations, do you know that a polling station results can be cancelled outright when there is a overvoting seen in that polling station? If an overvoting occurred in the polling station, that polling station will be cancelled. It will not be added. So when they say polling stations are not being added into a collation of results, you must find out the reason behind those polling stations, why they were not added to. But you don't just conclude and say that, oh, about 62 polling stations were not added, so therefore we are not going to accept the results. If all of them had occasion overvoting, all of them would have been taken out. And we are saying that we will not accept. And we are saying that Rabner, look, if they are to go by the December 8th declaration, Rabner Obin won the election fairly and was declared. But if they want us to go this path, we have to slug it out in court where we are with them now. And why are they running? These fugitives are running and ranting like wild dogs all over the place. We are not going to allow it.
But then quickly before I let you go, one other thing he says at the end of that video that we played, we know that some of the pink sheets were destroyed, the 62, and that's why the Electoral Commission doesn't have it. You also don't have it. The MPP has soft copies, which the Electoral Commission has been relying on as well. But he says that you bent, allegedly, according to Frank A.Dompreh, he's alleging that it's because you know you lost. That's why you bent some of the pink sheets and then the ballot papers. And we know what happened in that constituency, that fire outbreak.
You see, this man has even given me more reason why the national security should go and arrest this man. In fact, he shouldn't be sleeping in his room tonight.
Why?
If he's alleging that NDC burned it, he should go and give evidence. He should go and give evidence. He was alleged to have shot people at his constituency. Even one of them, in fact, he testified to me this afternoon. He has to be flown to France for treatment. He had shot on his thigh. He was our agent in Sawam. He and A.Dompreh was alleged to have.
So what are you going to do about this if you are so minded?
I'm saying that if he's alleging he has this information about NDC having burned those things, the security should invite him. After making such statements, such silly statement, this officer should be arrested. He's a dishonorable MP.
Oh, I mean,
thank God we are chasing him.
Dr. Tanko Computer. I mean, why do you say that?
Look, Alfred, do you know why I'm saying this? Why will he threaten the NDC and threaten the state security? Do you know that he even threatened IGP? He said they are coming to attack the IGP. Play the tape. This is an honorable man who was running into parliament seeking refuge that somebody described him as silly. And today, look at his poster, look at his behavior. Which adjective are we going to use to describe him?
So you're saying that to the extent that he makes these comments, you expect some action to be taken. But for you as a party who is at the receiving end of this, what are you going to do?
Well, as a political party, like I rightly put it out there, we will make sure that we will defend our party members. We are going to defend our party members. We won't allow anybody to attack our party member and get away with it. We will defend our party members, and we'll make sure that we use the legal process to retrieve our lost seats, the seats that they have stolen, and they are trying to steal again. We will use the legal process to make sure that the rightful candidates who were properly elected by their constituents.
The reason why I have a challenge with you, if you say they stole, the Electoral Commission declared these persons as MPs elect. You are challenging it in the court of law. Until otherwise stated, it cannot be the case that you will be right in describing them as stealing the seat. There's a reason why you are in court, is it not? To challenge this. So let's allow the process, let's allow the legal process to play out as you have started, isn't it?
Alfred, we were properly declared by returning officers. Our candidates were declared. I don't know Electoral Commission staff. What is the CIC, CI 127? Who has the power to declare parliamentary results? Is it not the returning officer? The returning officers declared our candidates winners. Madam Jean Mensah and her commissioners haven't satisfied themselves that MPP has gotten macro minority. They wanted to help them and decided to say that
we
they
don't have evidence of that, and so that we cannot associate ourselves with it.
Everybody has seen it. Is it not a fact? What are they running? Running helter-skelter to make sure that the MPP candidates can using MPP soft copies.
So you said you've gotten a substituted.
Is it not to help the MPP?
You've gotten a substituted service today.
Yes, we've gotten a substituted service today. Yes, today. It was granted. We've gotten substituted service for these 4 fugitives. Now we'll send it to them on their WhatsApp. In fact, we have even told our lawyer, we've gotten their numbers. We'll post it to them through their WhatsApp, and we'll go to Parliament House tomorrow and post it over there. And then one will be put at the Supreme Court notice board. And then the date will be given. Whether they come or not, contempt will be issued against them, and we'll see whether they can sit in Parliament again.
Well, we'll see how the coming days will look like on this matter. But
you see, why I'm accusing them is they are the cause of all this mess that we are going through.
But you heard Dr. Sipo. You heard him, didn't you?
We sat with them at IPAC, and we all disagreed the usage of scanned copies. How come they had to jump over their own decision and decided to now rely on MPP, these crooks, to go and bring scanned copies, and they were relying on it to declare results? Is it not defeating what you just asked him? Well, it's a defeative tendency to what he just told you. Because why would they rely on MPP? Scan copies. These crooks who are experts in manufacturing figures and fake pink sheets. MPP, they are noted for that.
So you've got a substituted service. We'll see how the coming days will look like on this. And it's one that we are following quite closely here on your election command center, because the people of Blakuma North are the only ones without representation in this 9th parliament. And it's not just the MPP and the NDC having an interest in this. The constituents over there as well are asking questions. And so we'll follow this quite closely. And this substituted service that you have also been granted by the Supreme Court. Dr. Aṛṛeṣt Tanko, Computer Deputy Director of IT and Elections for the NDC. But coming up next here on Ghana Tonight, is it too much for a Chief Executive Officer of a public?
ɛyɛ Rashid Tanko na kyese ne ni abre o kasasa no pese kasa kire A.Dompreh ma ne hu se nyon nkwa na ebe ma okrom ha pese kasa kire A.Dompreh ma ne hu se tumi bi etwa tumi bi mu nyon nkwa na nim fom na ono kra no ho mo bossing bibia. You are an NPP a leader in parliament. Yes, we can leadership on. Na sa wudin honorable no cramp no e be jef nsem o hoda da cramp no pay Rashid no person chese wa o no cramp illegal, even illegal na o hono cramp no honorable no wa jef nsem on je o the DIS dishonorable and chese obenya o de beka e honorable no. So as we speak in the A.Dompreh guy ya wanama brontin ya na ono no fight for another person sitter isi enyankoleti wie no ono ankasa seat is in here describe it as illegal. Just whole parliament was now all kasa dwadwa nanum no seat or so cramp no court per a year Rashid just a court through their omodia Akroma court no movia and I say during the process and because of what they have no on court I then agini sitting every nisem because onye perfect and I say though is a decline the now so no enyo na wini per what they have enyo na wini. So all the actions that will take you parliament Couṛt table jina Blackmanov kasa yentiasie ye deno 1 week ombra bontin is imbra bontin be declining yina no ono ankasa seat kura ye be jeffrey nsem ono ankasa seat ye be jeffrey nsem. Now this statement now I'm making no sabre no adwuma beda national securities for so ye sure mo se omo hwehwe A.Dompreh national securities for so de yenim crofom wo because ontimi nkwhye parliament because all parliament ansa na be che on edin ye pa ansa na police for be che edin ye pa because of rules name ramre bia na ewo ho na so say national security bema ebe mrama no and ontimi nhye parliament or emfa parliament to me tale no ho enye niema ensefata because parliamentarians enyema yehwehwe from ono doson ye hu parliamentarian bia se binadwin adwuma o kasa sei because ansana be parliament or anasa obenya position in Ghana even assemblyman no e will see who say you have a sound mind. Just say you use a dream mu da wo yi pa because we be leading crowd. So as a leader senior kasa position when you mpuni na be ku anim kakra na be minister and I say ne Ghana yewu. So as you speak no court ankasa kra hwehwe A.Dompreh a wo dwane chasing A.Dompreh to save him because onim do I ain't o dwane and aye Rashid Tanko ni this for have another method just say ye hu a ye be save through WhatsApp ye hu a ye ba ko bo parliament notice board bia so no dey say kwan bia so no e wo se omoje sit in front system omo da because you hu se wan kasa kra no sit ni sanse no we wi ni ntino eno ntina sabi odi eniema ensem fata ase MP because Rashid person say because of mu sit na munya ni ntino isi pe kwan bia so ama numbers akoso because ono omo hu numbers here MPP for enyo no kasa ni motion no anya sapa dia enye isi na bo amakasa am 88 ni kwaka mo ndru pe Rashid nsema odi to dwa no. So abusian for as you speak in the court aba asem we mu national security ba nsem we mu IGP ya order no so ba nsem we mu national security IGP omodwuma ne say yes omkochi eye A.Dompreh court oba asem adwuma ne say city ya A.Dompreh te so no elegant engine finisem amafa eye the right path some of the best serve also ompene wo dwane free court wo dwane ye hu amako gi different na which so be between their serve ni nyina echi no so wa court a ene chesi ye the ban beto so untimi parliament house obiem we no nye speaker ne ba be pa acha ma nye speaker ne be suspension be afro so we court matters court yen ko pa acha ho ye kasa with fact enye no bi afa acha be pa ma acha na ma miska da bi enye sa ne ma no de mra ne sia no ene edi adwuma nti obi ti sesi a ono mom ne ehye mra ma Ghana for obi ti sesi ena ehye mra ma Ghana for si indi so to we are mine no enfa ne direction say and look at the people are almost Ghana muli desini. That is the reason why a lot of people are saying say Ghana for sebidodo na ya dwene reform because ya dwene for ma ke be hwen krofo e be choose so as leader no ma be die so yes apa dia ke kuye ni pa so bisa for men ko e be the update na bro for once ni